Oh, that's hot. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Wavy Wayne Office Hours Show. Today, we got a special guest, Sky Jordxn, about to join us any minute. He about to pop up in here on us. We're going to be talking about how to grow your brand on social media as an artist, as an engineer, as a producer, as a. All right, what's popping, y'all? Popping, y'all. Ooh, check your DM. Need help. Ooh, you and 100,000 other people. What's popping though? What's up though? That's what I'm here for. Help me. Let me help you today, right here on this live. Let me help you today, right here on this live, man. We getting it cracking already. I figured out some sauce with the camera
Yo,
today. Oh, my man, Sky
my
Jordxn,
boy.
live from the whip.
Yes, sir. What's happening, boy?
What's up, fam? How you living?
Good, bro. Out here, cold Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Raining.
Man, Atlanta don't know nothing about cold, man. It'd
Hey,
be
bro.
50 degrees and y'all talking about it's
Cold.
cold.
That's cold, my boy.
Well, if you see what I just walked through, I had to change shoes when I came in the studio, man.
You got snow? I
Yeah,
can't
man,
do
we
that. I
got
can't do that. Can't
about
do
a
that,
foot
bro.
and a half of snow out here.
I'm gonna forever stay in the South for that reason right there.
Word up. So you born and raised out in Atlanta?
Nah, I'm from Mississippi, bro. Like, but I
Okay.
came out here like 4, 5 years ago.
Dope, man. How's that journey
Yeah.
been for you, man? Tell me a little bit about that, transitioning from Mississippi to Atlanta.
I don't know, man. It was kind of like a culture shock for the most part. You feel me? Cause like the whole thing from we coming to Atlanta, because like I had graduated from Full Sail, you feel me, and
Yeah.
came out here visiting family, and never just I got like an internship and just never went back.
Okay. What was your first internship?
It was at 12 Studios, and I had like the lady that owned it. She was like she partnered with like Epic. She was like an exec for Epic and stuff like that. So
Okay.
like I was out here working with like Grand Hustle artists like Young Dro and them Tokyo Jets and you know what I'm saying, they ran in the Thug and Gunna and them and stuff like that before Gunna like really took off. So like I was out there like doing that.
Hey man, wait, I don't see all that. Don't nobody know all that, man.
I know I keep that behind scene, man. Everybody don't really need to know all that.
Oh man, people need to know. People definitely like to know what you're doing. I didn't even know that you was a Full Sail alumni.
Yeah, yeah. Did
Okay.
that, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ended up interning for like 2 weeks, bro. Then they like hired me on type shit.
That's lit, man. Cause I had to intern for like a year and a half before I got put into any positions. But I was putting myself in positions before that. But as far as quad go, man, it was tight on the it was real competitive up in there. Wasn't a lot of open positions and there was a lot of people looking for them.
Yeah, you was in New York, right?
Yeah, man. After I left Full Sail, I went straight up to New York and started interning at Quad.
Yeah,
And then things started kind of growing from there. And within a couple months, though, I was getting gigs and shit like that. I was working with I had one of my first major gigs was with Kid Capri. He was like making beats at his home studio, and so I would go out to his studio every day after I got done with my internship and record and mix his beats, man.
uh,
So that was dope. That was definitely kind of legendary, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in though, joining the chat.
yeah.
Make sure as y'all come in, y'all hit that
Who
share
them
button.
there? See a lot of familiar names, my boy.
Oh, on your coming into the chat.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, your peoples is showing up, man. Make sure y'all hit the share button on this live. Share this live. We about to get off into some money making conversation for y'all, all y'all engineers, y'all artists, producers. Sky came up with a great idea for us to jump on here and talk about how to grow your brand, right? Using social
yeah,
media.
yeah. It's not like that because like a lot of people hit me and they be like, "How can I get out there? Get out there." I'm pretty sure you get the same DMs and questions all the time. Like you probably get more engineers than anything. I get a lot of artists. Like you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I can see that because I get a lot of people asking me how do I hook up this USB mic to my Focusrite?
saying? Yeah,
Nah,
yeah. like I've been tapped into the mobile recording side of stuff. So it's like I be getting a lot of iPad, how you hook a mic up to your iPad, how you do this, what's the best DAW for this, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, a lot of that. So it's like I've been tapped in to the mobile side of things too.
I think that's important, man, because like you said, though, a lot of the people that that's like your audience, they're artists who are wanting to find a way to record themselves
Hmm.
and not get super technical with stuff. And so that's
Yeah.
a lot of the same people that I'm trying to reach, but within, there's definitely more engineer focus and a lot more technical focus. But I love how
Mhm.
you are like making it easy for artists to be able to understand this stuff and jump in and start recording and mixing themselves.
Yeah, cause like I see like, cause kind of like how I look at it, like I always seen like you catered to like more of the people that was trying to be studio owners, the ones that want to go work in the studios and be engineers. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like that's why I'm like, okay, our audience splits. Like we share the same audience because everybody pretty much want the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, because you know, in our space, it's not too many black people on YouTube in our space. So it's like
For sure.
it be very limited on people watch. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So it's
Yeah,
like
it's
I'm
only
like, okay,
about
cool.
five of us. We can probably name them all out. Like, it's only about five of us, man, for sure.
Yeah. That was saying, cause I'm like, okay, like Wavy got this lane over here, cool. He gonna dominate over there, let him go crazy. Then I'm like, I'm gonna go over here, go crazy over here, and everything just come together.
Yeah.
Cause it's like they go, like I said in one of my recent videos. I don't know if you've seen it or not. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, if I started mixing vocals in 2022, this is what I do take, right?
That's
And I
fire.
was
That's a
like,
fire.
one of the tips would be like, you know, so I said I wouldn't jump into buying templates and stuff, but I would learn what to do. And then from there, I would go watch people like you know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to learn Pro Tools. I'm like, Full Sail, Pro Tools certified, teach the course. You feel me? So he got the sauce over there for Pro
Right.
Tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I love
So
that.
like,
I did check out that video, but I love that title. I might steal that from you, man. I might have to do that too. Look. If
don't steal it, man. Just hop on part 2, man. Don't steal it, bro. Just hop
you
on
say
part
what?
two. Just hop on part 2, man.
Part two, all right, the continuation, man, the continue.
Yeah.
But look, the way I look at stuff too, and then tell me your opinion on it. Like, you know, in our field, if you feel like your audience, like people come to your channel because they like you, not just the information that you giving, but
Mhm.
also the personality that come behind it, right? Like I
Yeah.
like to say a lot of time, some of the information that I give is unique, because it's the way I think about it, but also some
Mhm.
stuff is like very like you could have learned this anywhere. You could have read this in a book. You could have found some other channel to show it to you, but it's the way that I deliver it, the way that I'm, saying it, and it's the same with you. The way that it comes across, it resonates with people differently, right? So you get to
Yeah.
speak to a different crowd by using your own voice and your own sauce. Even if you say that, even if it's the same level, how to use a compressor. The way I do that is going to be different from how Dave
Mhm.
Pensado do it.
Yeah. Like
And,
I
and
think like
that,
and I was gonna say I think that's the hardest part that a lot of people don't understand because like they'll be like I used to get comments they'll be like, oh, Wavy does it this way. I'm like, but it's the same method, right? Like he got his own like way of doing things. I'm like, I got my own way of looking at things. I'm like, Devon them, they got their own way of looking at things. So it's like you can get three different perspectives and kind of figure out what they should do from that. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah, man. It's a million ways to do what we do. And there ain't necessarily no way that's right or wrong, man. Unless you're not getting the results you need. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, hold on, cause it's showing a little circle on you right now.
All right, yeah, man. Because every time somebody call or text my phone and stuff, let me turn my while I'm on live, it be kind of kill my audio, man. Yeah, so some
That'd be
so
crazy,
how
man.
long you been doing YouTube? You've been doing YouTube for a minute. When was like your first start?
Like I was low and stuff like a long time ago, but it's like when I started doing, cause like once I left the studio, cause you know what I'm saying, I had like a little girl on the way, and the studio, you know how the studio money come working with labels, you know what I'm saying. So I was like,
Yeah,
let me go out here, let me work, and then I was like, I still want to be in the music and still do what I want to do, so I was like, I went to YouTube, and I've been doing that for about like 3 years. I kind of gauged that off, like, cause I think I started right around the time she was like finna be born, so I gauge it off like her age.
Okay, your baby girl.
Yeah.
Dope, man. So 3 years on YouTube. I see you doing a lot of deals with big brands. You know, you've been partnering up with people. You know, I think it's important for us to kind of to shed light on that because I've been doing, you know, so I've been working with brands too. Some of the same brands you have been. I think like Antares and maybe even Slade, Wave, stuff like that.
Uh,
Um, how are they reaching out to you now? Are you reaching out to them, or how you
but
finding these
cause I
partnerships?
cause I think at first I had reached out to Antares, right? And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But then I think they reached out to me after I reviewed the Auto Tune Unlimited bundle. And
Okay.
we've been kind of developing a relationship from that. Ways, I think I reached out to Ways. I think one of the ambassador dudes, we chopped it up and then like got on the phone and had like a little meeting and stuff like that. And Slate, they reached out to me when they was working on Metatune because they seen all the auto tune videos and all this other stuff. So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's how it kind of worked, man. I know when I one of my when I first got into
mm,
YouTube too, I used to watch, of course, like mixing videos with like Pensado and stuff, but it was like really my man MKBHD. You know him, like the tech dude. He's like a black tech
yeah, yeah.
YouTuber.
I know he's talking about.
Marquise Brownlee. But so I would watch his stuff, and he would like just be getting all this free tech and stuff. Like he was getting like all all the new Apple stuff before it came out and everything. I was like, man, I wanna do this. I wanna get this.
Yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
I was like, you know what? One way to do that is if I start doing it myself, right? So I had whatever gear I had, I would just start doing reviews on the gear that I already had that I bought myself. And then so companies could see like, okay, this dude's doing reviews and stuff, right? So now they see that I'm doing it myself, and then they, what I'm saying, hit me up like, oh, I got something for you to review, or here's another something that we might want you to take a look at. So, but definitely starting out doing it yourself, I think that's one way to get the eyes on you instead of waiting on brands to partner with you.
Yeah.
Start talking about the stuff that you like, start promoting and reviewing stuff that you already got right in front of you if that's something that you want to do, like on if you're going on YouTube. But that's but also too, when you're starting out, they're gonna try to just get you that gear for the review or throw you some licenses for the plugins and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Now, once you get a little leverage, then it'd be like, okay, we're gonna need a check.
Some money. Yeah.
It's gonna have to
But
be a
like,
check involved.
yeah, at some point, because it's like you reach a certain level of influence, you know what I'm saying? And like they run the numbers on the impressions and the people that come from the page, they use your code, all that. But like, see, like I was thinking because I'm pretty sure you get this question, bro. Like you probably got a lot of people that want to start doing YouTube, like we do it, but
Yeah,
they pretty much scared to put themselves on camera.
yeah.
So like, how you think would be the best way to kind of like talk somebody through being camera shy or just scared to share their art with the world?
Man, honestly, you just gotta do it. Like, and it's gonna get better over time. You're gonna get more comfortable over time. Like, it's gonna feel awkward at first. You ain't gonna know what to do or how to, how to stand. But I was lucky enough to kind of be around people like in the beginning of my like I was around a lot of big rappers and stuff, so I saw how they would conduct themselves on interviews and when they doing music videos, they posturing, how they play with the camera and look at the camera and stuff like that. So I had these ideas in my mind already going into it, and then from there, I basically once I started my YouTube channel, I was like, shit, I don't know, I was doing what Dave Pensado was doing, okay,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna take a look at mixing, and then my homeboy, he was like, yo, Wayne, why you talking like that on the video though? And I'm like, man, you're right. I'm trying to be all professional and stuff, but really just be yourself. We kind of go back to the same thing I was just saying is like how you got to just bring your own personality. Everybody ain't gonna resonate with you, but if you are true and genuine to yourself, your audience will find you, right? If you active on it and you putting out good content, just start doing it and you're gonna get more comfortable for sure.
And that thing applies, and like I think that applies to the people that want to be producers and rappers. Like they got to put themselves out there, right? Because like what I get is a lot of people will use your template or somebody else's template, and they think that's it. It just stops there. I'm like, nah, like you got to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got to do more. And like a lot of people think like is supposed to be easy. Like this is a competitive field, regardless of what you're trying to do. If you're trying to be a rapper, you competing for fans. If you're trying to be an engineer, you competing for clients. If you're
Yeah.
trying to be a producer, you competing to get placements or sales, whatever it is. Like no matter what you do,
Hmm.
you're gonna compete. Like it's 50,000 bread companies. It's 50,000 water companies. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Competition. Like, and the only thing that separates you from the next person is your personality and the value that you can give to people. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm
And the
saying?
connection and the real connection that you have with your people, like building a community is so important,
Yeah,
right? Building a community of people is super important. Having people that's like super, I don't want to call them like super fans, but people that like that really connect with you, like, yo, I see myself in you. And so that's why I
yeah,
would attach to that, right? Because just like you said, if you go to the grocery store, you go to the water aisle, you're gonna see 15 different brands of water. Which one are you going to pick? You're gonna pick the brand that resonates with you the most, right? That speaks to you, right? It's all gonna be the same water at the end of the day, but which label is you picking up, man? So that kind of leads us right into like the branding thing, right? How important is it to actually have a brand as an engineer, and what does that even mean to you? Like as an engineer, what is a brand? What does a brand got to do with being an engineer or producer or even an artist?
let's say I think like me, I think like a brand as an engineer. I think let's say like if you only wanted to be the emo punk rock type of engineer, you could
Yeah,
brand yourself by only working with those type people, diving into like the rock and metal like effects and bringing that into the rap. Like that's part of your brand because it's like you're creating a different type of sound vibe, do certain things, working with certain artists that people gonna be like, that's crazy. Like he got a different sound over there. You're different from this engineer just based off the type of artist you work with. And now
yeah,
you more so like specializing in this lane, you know what I'm saying? And getting all the people from that lane. So now you're the emo punk rock engineer. Like that's your brand versus
yeah,
trying to be like, okay, I'm mixing gospel this week, country this week, this. Like you spreading yourself all over the place, and it's kind of hard to brand that because you know, like as far as like country engineers, most country engineers they're not mixing hip hop, they're not mixing pop, they're not mixing gospel, or unless it's country gospel. But you get what I'm saying,
yeah.
right? So
So you
like
saying kind
I
of
look at it like that.
So you saying that as an engineer, it's kind of wise to niche down so people know you for something, right?
Yeah,
At least, especially in the beginning, like it's cool to have other passions, and other stuff that you do. And then I like, look, this applies to YouTube too. Like and anything that y'all want to do as an artist, it's important for people to know you for something,
yeah,
right? I mean, I think when I came out, originally I was doing all Pro Tools videos and stuff, and I
yeah,
wanted to be known as like the Pro Tools dude on YouTube. Like I wanted to take that space up. So it, I think I think you hit it right on the head. Kind of niching down, being known for something,
yeah,
is dope. And you can't do that if you copying what everybody else doing. You got to do
yeah.
that only by being original,
Facts.
because otherwise you a bootleg. You
Yeah.
we don't need
Facts.
another Nike. Like we got Nike. Nobody wants a knockoff Nike. Nobody wants a knockoff Nike. Well,
Unless
some people do.
they do, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole community of the boost like of the fake culture, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole
All right,
but
some of y'all want the knockoff Nike, man. I see everybody jumping in here real quick, man. If I appreciate y'all for sharing the live. Please share this as y'all coming in. That's the only cost of admission for the game today is that you hit that share button with 10 people. We also got badges on deck down there if you feel so inclined. If you feel so inclined, drop a badge on us. What's popping, Mike? Right?
but though, one of the things I peeped though, like
Yep.
I've been kind of gauged. I'm like, okay, Wavy hit 100K. I was like, cool. That means it's able for another like black YouTuber to hit 100K. I'm like, cool. He hit 200K. Cool. That's
Yeah.
doable. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, okay,
Absolutely.
I'm like, okay, he doing that shit. I was like, that's dope. Like, let me see. Like, I'm still trying to get the 100. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, 100. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm seeing he doing this. He working with this. He's doing this. I'm like, cool. Like, how can I add value to the community and do something within the same space but not be the same? You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like I'm trying like, okay, he doing this, Devon doing this, Wayman doing this. It's like, okay, if we keep doing what we're doing, it's gonna inspire more black creators in our space in general. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Nah,
So
I
like,
feel that. And I love, man, I take the blueprint off anything. Like what I see, I like to study other people, study stuff that I like. Whenever if I'm scrolling the gram or watching YouTube videos, I'm like, what is it that I like about this? What is it that captivated me? You know what I mean, from the jump. Why am I spending my time watching this and engaging with it? And then I'm like, okay, is there some value here that I could use? Is there something I can learn from this that I could bring to my people and share it with
Yeah.
them? And that just come from just living, right? And it'd be other channels, other type of stuff. Like again, when I first started my channel, I was super inspired by Pensado's place. I was
Yeah.
just watching Pensado's place pretty much every day. But I was like, damn, no, but it ain't no. I wasn't seeing no young black YouTubers doing the in the layer style. I didn't see nobody that looked like us saying what Pensado saying,
Mhm.
sitting there. So I was like, damn, like this seemed like a lane, and I do this already, so I might as well just do it on camera. So finding like just it don't gotta be 100% like groundbreaking. You ain't gotta do nothing groundbreaking.
You gotta be consistent. You gotta be consistent, man. Like it's crazy, man. Cause it's like I see like, cause you moved up. I think you got early on. I remember you hitting like getting the DistroKid like sponsorships, right? You
Yeah,
was getting DistroKid, and I peeped because I think you had got their little sponsorship around like anywhere between like 10 to 20K subscribers. Then I was like, okay, I started gauging mine. I got around this mark. They hit me up. I'm like, okay, so this is kind of like how these brands work once you hit the thresholds, and like paying attention to how like certain companies work with you. I'm like, okay, they might potentially reach out to me around these numbers. I'm like, that's the blueprint for other people to look at as well. So it's like if people have been following both our journeys type thing, they'll pretty much understand like, okay, if I get around 10K to 20K, DistroKid might be hitting me up. Or it might be United Masters might be hitting somebody up. But it's like you gotta understand the thresholds because it's our business. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like I think I don't know, man. It's very interesting, bro, because it's a learning experience on both sides. Because it's like we see a lot of different things that most people don't get a chance to see.
Yeah, and it's a learning experience for us, and for the brands that we partner with. Like it's brand new for them. Like
Yeah,
they a lot of these companies they've never done like what they call influencer marketing and stuff like
yeah,
that, to where they reaching out to cats like us and having us to showcase that their products. But then I just want to make sure you know too, and anybody out there who's like getting into this, make sure y'all know y'all value, right?
yeah,
These companies need us to sell their stuff, right? They need us to sell their stuff. And they see that it's valuable. They see that you have a platform. They see you got followings. So that's the only reason they will come to you. So for one, always make sure you get the bag. Always make sure you get the bag when they come in. Like, don't let nobody putting up on your channel for the free. Always get the bag because they're getting the bag on the back end. Um, that's one thing I definitely want to make sure, that it gets stressed out, man. Because they will definitely try to just come through and use your platform.
sure.
And before they even get the chance to use it, anybody who has a platform like this, if you have a following, you can go and monetize your own. You can monetize your own page, like by doing stuff like selling templates, creating a course, right? Having merch, maybe even a pair of headphones or anything like that. I just like to start thinking outside the box. That's why I came up with the headphones. And I'm working on some other stuff that they're not going to expect from me. Right?
Yeah.
They expect me to use a dog. They don't expect me to make a dog. Mm.
Okay, make a
They
I
expect
mean,
me to use it. They don't know. They don't know what though. We gotta think. We gotta hit them upside the head while we got the chance.
yeah, that man come out with a dot, man. Long as you got like the auto tune, man. If I can
No,
get auto tune plugins in it, man, I got you on the review,
nah,
man.
and it might need to be like you say. You might need to be mobile. You might need to be able to. You leaning on the recording on your phone and
I
in the
mean,
car.
you put it in the app store, man, I'ma do it, bro. Like if I can get it in the app store, I got it.
Hey, I like that. I
because
like that vibe, man.
because the crazy thing about it, boy, like I don't know if you know, on my iPad, I got the FabFilter bundle on my iPad.
Word, so you can have the FabFilter bundle on your iPad.
Pro 3, Timeless 3, Reverb, Wave Tune Real Time,
Really?
H Delay.
And so which DAW are you using on the iPad primarily to kind of do your
Uh,
recording and mixing?
right now I'm using BandLab. It's free. Like a lot of people use BandLab. It's free, right?
And you can
Then
put plugins in there?
nah, not enough. They got their own kind of like thing. But Cubasis 3 is basically the closest thing you'll get to a real dollar. It's $50. And then you got like you got Sins, you know what I'm saying? You can get the
Yeah.
Mixbox plugins on there. It lets you see the DSP and the CPU usage. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You can automate, do pretty much everything you could in the real DAW, right?
Oh, so
So it's
Cubase 3, they got an iPad app that's pretty
yeah,
legit.
yeah.
You use something like I recently got this joint. I never used it yet. You got something like
Nah,
that?
nah, I use the Volt
What's that? Oh, the UAD Vault?
276.
Yeah, okay, and then you just got like a converter to take the USB and over to the
Yeah,
okay,
I get
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
If
you can
it,
use any interface then. So I could
in,
use my I
you can
never
run,
even tried this.
bro. You can run your analog gear to your iPad if you wanted to, my boy.
I could
Like
take my whole run all my analog gear through the Apollo
if
and
you
then
could,
bring it through the
yeah,
iPad.
yeah. Like, but you gotta have it's gotta be like a USB interface that you can run into this USB hub that you would need. You feel me? That's it. And it's like
Like
a
a little
power
little
USB
USB
hub.
converter. I'm sure they might have like a like the USB-C to whatever
Like
this
like
lightning.
nah, yeah, they got it. Cause I got the one, cause I got one for my phone that's a Lightning, and then I got the one for my iPad Pro that's the USB-C. And then you need like this powered USB hub that you plug into an outlet, and you plug that into the hub, the adapter. Then you plug
Yeah.
the interface into the hub that's powered, and you good to go.
That's crazy, man. I think that's definitely the future, especially for for artists because there's no reason for them a lot of times, to build elaborate studios, homes and buy an interface and all this. Like when you could get some simple adapters, connect the microphone to your phone and
Yeah,
make songs and then send it to me or you or somebody have it mixed, right? Like you could just do
yeah,
it like that. Ain't no need to go
yeah.
too hard.
That's the crazy part about it. They just got to record. That's why I try to tell a lot of artists right now. It's like, yo, if you want to be an artist and really focus on your artistry, you should be linking and networking, trying to find engineers that's around your level on the come up, and y'all build that relationship like a barber, and you know what I'm saying, with your
Yeah.
barber, like that's your barber. So it's like you build that relationship, develop with him, grow with him or her or them, they whatever they identify as, and you just keep it moving.
Yes. Yeah, man.
That
You
boy
killed me
tripping.
with that.
You wasn't
Um,
expecting no pronouns, was you?
yeah, whatever pronouns y'all cool with, man. I'm cool with it too. Um, but yeah, that's true. I was saying something similar is that like you basically need to um build with some people that's next to you instead of trying to reach up, right? I was
Yeah.
talking with Cruz yesterday. He came through and did a special for the Wavy Seals Elite. He walked us through one of the Meek Mill mixes, and we talked a little bit about his journey. And then that's one thing he said is always like, that he just pointed out and reminded us all is that when the big artists are coming through these studios, they coming with the engineers already a lot of times. And a lot of times, they come in with their homeboy who they grew up with and they've been recording in the basement. And so by the time
Yeah.
they blow up, it's the same dude that's traveling around with them recording. So as artists, that's something to look for. If you look for engineers who are on the come up with you, that can help invest and build your career up. And same as for producers too, man. You probably got some fire producers right in your neighborhood that you can start to work with and build when y'all all come up together as a team, and it's gonna make a whole lot more sense.
But yeah, but I think like the issue with most people right now though that I see is like everybody want it like instant. They want instant success, instant gratification, right? So it's like the
Yeah,
people that'll put in the work, that'll learn, that'll grow, them the ones that's gonna build the foundation, and those are the ones be able to elevate.
that's a fact. Because I mean, instant success. I don't know, man. I don't think that it's a such thing.
Like,
I I don't think it's a such thing. I look at everybody that I know in the game that and people that surprise me years later, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I like and like still right now, like when I'm interning at Quad and stuff like that, I'm seeing cats that used to be coming through, sleeping on the studio couch, trying to get their beats played, and now
yeah,
they the top cats in the game. They the top producers. But this 10 years later though. So they've been putting that grind in and been working. Like you got to just stay the course. You know,
Yeah,
that be the thing that kill most people is time and consistency. It will kill most of your competition. So all you got to do is keep going, and
yeah.
most of your competition will kill themselves.
Facts. A lot of people give up, man. It's like it's hard. Like if you want to get like to the top in the music industry or just be like an authority far as like on YouTube or whatever, it's like you got it. It's a lot of people that upload mixing videos.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that sell templates. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that do pretty much everything. But it's like who gonna stand out, who gonna be at the top type,
Word
right?
up.
You know, because it's
My
like, bro,
man Mixed by Toby just bought a badge. I appreciate that. Just had to shout you out real quick.
nah, bro, go ahead, do your thing. But yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like it's crazy, bro. And then one thing, bro, that I've noticed, bro, it's like with certain templates, bro, most people have been like basically copy paste, rename, recolor, resell. I'm like,
They
that's
still
kind
in
of
the sauce.
messing up the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because people send me templates to review that they claim that they made. And I'm like, bro, like, you didn't make this, bro. Like, I got the exact template you got this from right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got
Exactly.
it.
Nah,
So,
people, the game is messed up like that, man. I I've seen my old templates come back to me, you know, in the same thing, man. I see my people on Amazon. I ain't even got no thing on Amazon. Somebody was selling my templates on Amazon one time. Had the
mhm,
whole thing. I'm like, bro, they definitely messing up the game. But I think that there is like templates are valuable. Templates are super dope because they give you a starting point
yeah,
in the shout out to Brock Lee just bought a badge. They give you a starting point to work with. And then like I said, I'm going back to what Cruz was saying last night when I was talking to him. This is Meek Mill engineer,
mhm,
Anthony Cruz, right? He basically said that when he first started working with Meek Mill came in the studio
yeah.
with a template. He said, "This my template, use this." I ain't never heard of an artist doing that before. Like
Nah,
Meek
that don't
Mill,
happen.
right?
That don't happen right here.
Meek Mill State came in and told my mans, "Yo, here's my template. This how I want you to load me up." And that's how he rock. Now, obviously, you tweak from there,
Yeah.
but I was like, "Yeah, man, that validates everything that I've been doing this last few years."
But see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't get the second part to that, though.
Yeah,
The second
what
part is the most important part.
tweaking it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, some
They
people
don't,
would think that you
they
just
don't
set
believe
it
it.
and forget it. Nah, it's definitely not that. I
Yeah,
see the
because, like,
badges coming in now. Okay, my man Mixed by Toby had to get us cracking. You know what I'm saying?
that's crazy, bro.
Let's go. But yeah, man. Anybody? You sell templates on your website too, right?
Nah, I don't even sell them because like I don't sell them for the fact that it's like everybody's selling them. So it's like if I give away presets or whatever, I just give them away for free. You feel me? Like I do that because it's like the, I get the bread from the companies. I
Yeah,
just look at it like I get the bread from the companies. I get this. I get the affiliate marketing and stuff like that. Because like if I sell something, I'm gonna sell something that's gonna be more prone for the artists. Like because you know I be doing like the reactions and stuff like that. I'm thinking about doing like the consultation stuff for like certain things like that. I'm gonna like work with like artists because like one of my goals, bro. Because at first came my house thinking like you know what I'm saying, get out here, be an engineer, link with one of the artists, become an engineer, whatever like that. But now I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Maybe I could possibly do like A&R type stuff at some point. You feel me? So now I'm
yeah.
looking at like, okay, like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe I can get into that type stuff. So it's like,
I think you're in a unique position, man. Especially with the reach that you have and the connection that you have with independent artists. It's a lot you could be doing. Showcases, right? Because people trust you, they know your name. You could be doing artist showcases, kind of putting together your own playlist,
I
right? Like
thought,
have
I
like
thought about that.
have a playlist where people like pay you for slots or whatever, you know. But definitely, I recommend that you get some type of product though.
Yeah, it's coming.
And
I've been working on. I've been trying to figure out exactly what it's gonna be because whatever it is, I got something that's kind of unique, bro. I gotta tweak it a little bit. It's gonna really change. It's gonna be very beneficial for artists, engineers, and producers on splits.
Okay.
writing all this stuff, and to keep it organized. Like I just got to figure out how I want to present it.
Word up, man. And we might need to talk off outside the live and you know what
Oh,
I'm saying, see where we can
oh
get it
yeah, for
together
sure
more.
though. I got something else though. One of my business partners, man, he got a dope idea. I think we could really do something. Do something.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to hit you about that one for real, for real. Like
I'm
that should
with
make that'll make everybody involved like a lot of money if done right.
I'm with it, man. Mixed by Toby say if you get a template from someone, then tweak it to your own liking, it's yours when you change it. Yeah, I agree to that, you know, to shit. And then you can sell it if you want to. Look, man, I don't look. The way I look at this is I ain't in competition with nobody, man. I'm in competition with Wayne from yesterday. You know, how can I beat his ass today? You know, that's the only person that I'm out here trying to compete with.
Yeah,
Um,
cause like I look at it like I can't really. I don't like for me personally, bro. I ain't beefing with nobody that look like me, man. With the skin color, of me, man. I'm not beefing like that online, bro. That's gonna
nah,
that's gonna make it look bad for all of us, man.
and it ain't no point though, man. You gotta be just in an abundance mindset and just know, like, listen, it's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody. Your success, like you just said earlier, like when you look at me and say, "Yo, Wavy got 100,000," that lets you know that you could get 100,000 too. That is possible, right? That's the
Yeah,
only way you should view other people's success. You're like, "Yo, that's dope." That reminds me that it's possible. That reminds me that shit like this is happening, right? And if that's something that I want, of course it can happen for me because I just seen it happen for somebody else, man.
yeah. That's just how I look at it, man. It's like people you can learn from everybody, man. Like that's how I just look at it. And I think like far as like with engineers, 'cause I know it's a lot of engineers in here right now, you know what I'm saying? So it's
What's
like
up?
I probably just tell a lot of engineers right now. I don't know, like you got more engineers or like more artists in like your sales elite.
In the Wavy Seals Elite, they are definitely more engineers, producers, and then they're at the root of us all though. If you engineering, ain't it in your heart? Aren't you an artist at heart? I don't know,
Every
like
every
to me, I
every
think
engineer has stood in front of the microphone.
you had to, right? So at some point, you either a musician or an artist that, you know, like my story is I had stage fright. You know, I wanted to be a rapper as a kid, you know, but I just couldn't muster up the past the stage fright point. So I was like, you know what? I can hide behind the computer and hide in the studio and still be a part of this music thing, right?
Yup.
So you know, people wouldn't believe me if I told them now, but yeah, I couldn't imagine doing, you know, talking in front of people and getting on stage singing and rapping or whatever. Like, nah, man.
It's crazy. Cause like I was gonna think, bro. Cause I know a lot of artists that might need engineers. We need to figure out a way how we can combine the thing, like like combine them or something. Like set up some way we can link engineers with artists.
Yes.
That's gonna actually like be kind of serious. That's gonna be serious about it though.
Yeah, like a basically like a platform that allows them to kind of communicate, network with each other, you know what I'm saying? Find engineers in your city that's kind of around your same level to kind of help facilitate the same ideas that we were just talking about, how you need to be like building up with people
We need to
who are on
make
your same level.
we need to make an app, man.
Yeah, it might need to be an app, a community, or anything like that. Shit, we might could just start it off simply with um a Facebook like
Yeah,
a Facebook group or something like that, right? Hosted
yeah,
by me and you
yeah,
that brings your audience together with my audience and we bridge the gap that way and at least that be the start of it, right? It
yeah,
might be something. And then also like doing this right here because I know like you said a lot of your people that follow you are artists. And a lot of people that follow me are engineers. So even us doing this right now is kind of helping to bridge that gap.
yeah. Because I feel like it's easier that way. You know what I'm saying? Because like everybody feel like I know a lot of people feel like they got to engineer themselves because they don't know nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, and then do you feel like that shout out to all the bad supporters for one, and real quick in the chat, let me know are y'all the people that's in here are you an engineer or artist? Type in the chat Are you an engineer or artist or both of them? All right, type that in the chat. But what I was gonna ask though, do you feel that being an artist and also engineering yourself, does that like kind of hold you back? Is there like some issues
Yeah,
in doing that for you,
yeah,
or do you think that
yeah.
that's
Cause like personally, like I've been approached by like A&Rs and stuff. They want me to like be a rapper. You feel me? But I'm
Mhm.
like, if I was to be a rapper, I would record myself, but I'm not mixing it because me, I know me. I'm be like, it sound good, put it out. I'm not gonna want to go back and tweak and want to do all the automation after I just recorded everything myself. Like I would go and get me a mixing engineer. Like that would only be my engineer. Like I can record myself. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna mix it, and that's pretty much it. But like if you're recording yourself and mixing it yourself and mastering it yourself, you're not gonna be 100% honest with yourself because you're
yeah,
gonna be like, okay, it just sounds good because you know listen to the song for 3 days in a row, it sounds good.
yeah.
You
And
know
then
what
you're
I'm
gonna have
saying?
to, and you gotta take it there, and then you gotta market yourself and promote you gotta do all. If you're doing everything yourself, then what's being done at the highest level? What
Yeah,
something where it's gonna fall short.
yeah,
So
like they put too much. It's like too much pressure, right? So it's like I be trying to reach out on. Like I be in Clubhouse and just on social media, just looking. I'm like, okay, who's a marketing person? Let me see if I can get some info, some game from them to bring it back to these people over here. Let me
yeah,
see like uh who run playlists. I've been looking at blogs, like up and coming bloggers. It's like, okay, how can I build resources to make it easier for the artist? You know,
hmm
so it's like, cause I'm pro artist, I'm pro engineer, but it's like we need the artist to win for the engineer to win per se. You know what I'm saying? Because all the
for sure.
engineers want to be like the next Alex Toomey, the Mike Dean. They want to be these type people, but it's like you got to work with these type artists that can get you to that notoriety or whatever.
Yeah. And the best way is gonna be to come up with an artist, help them find their sound, and you create that full artist and y'all blow up because otherwise, like, if you reaching out for Travis got an engineer, Lil Baby got his engineer, Jay-Z got his engineer. It ain't too many spots for you to get in there. You gotta be trying to find the next artist and help them develop their sound. And that's how you can, grow yourself as an engineer too. And so I think that shout out to all my bad supporters. Shout out to all my bad supporters. I see a lot of people too. They said they both artists and an engineer. We got a few artists, we got engineers, but most people are saying that they artists, engineers, and producers, right?
But what you
And
think you really want to be first though? Like that's I think that's where like
mm,
the plan or the path has to like start. Like what you really want, because like if you saying you're an engineer but you really want to be a rapper, you're not gonna really go all the way in on the engineering because
preach,
I've heard stories like being out here, bro. I've heard stories like I was in the studio with Ray Sherman engineer, bro. He was basically saying they had to fire an intern or whatever because he in the session with K Michelle trying to tell her how to sing,
right?
like, or you know what I'm saying, it's like stopping, like, oh no, do this again. Now, he's trying to engineer, produce, but it's like,
Hmm.
bro, like you, that's not your place. Like he
That ain't
wants
what we
to
got you
rap.
here for.
Or like I've heard of people like a Young Thug session, bro.
Yeah,
Dude took the session home, recorded his verse on it, and sent it to Thug. It was like, yo, I could be on this song. Like that's the problem that a lot of people in the studios have because, like, think about it.
yeah,
You an engineer, you got to upload the file from basically from your email, send it to them, put it on their drive. You're responsible for deleting the session, cleaning up the hard drive, whatever. And most
right.
people take it or they record, put it out. So it's like, and that's why, like I told somebody, I was like, most studios don't hire people that want to be artists for that reason
No, for
alone.
sure. Yeah, no, that's a great point, man. That's a great point, and I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that, man. It's been so long since I was like in that internship position and working like in a commercial studio. But you damn sure right is that people come in with ulterior motives, right? You saying that you want to be an engineer, but you for real want to get these beats off, or you for real want to be a rapper and trying to get on and using the engineer card because it might be easier for you to get in there as an intern or something
Yeah,
as an engineer, huh?
yeah, but but like in some of these studios out here, you can get off with that though, because
Yeah,
like you can go intern as A&R whatever assistant. You can go intern with the block because some of these studios out here got like block people in them operating out of certain offices and stuff like that. But it's like it's ways you can get in. Like let's say you engineer, but you got beats. You ain't gotta say you got beats, just engineer. One day the rapper gonna be like, yo, who got some beats? You got some beats. Cause like out here, like if you go to the studio right
exactly,
now, most people gonna be like, hey bro, you got some beats. Cause
exactly.
you got some beats, you got some beats, you got some beats. So now you can get you some placements or whatever just out the strength.
Absolutely. No, that's a great technique. I've seen that happen. Shit. When we was at Quad, of course, you know what I'm saying? I used to make beats heavy myself. And so as I'm doing stuff, I know the client about to come in the room. What I'll be doing, I'll be in there sweeping up, wiping the table down, but I got my beat blasting as they walking in. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Let me turn this off. I didn't know y'all was coming in here. Oh, what was that though? Turn that back on, type of flow. Let me hear what that was. So that's definitely
But
something that you, like you said, wait your turn if that is what you're doing. But at the same time, if your focus ain't there, you can't really be great at engineering if you trying to just really sneaky hope for a chance to be a rapper or wait for your beat to get played. Because you're not really focusing and going back and learning and nerding out and geeking out on the actual technical stuff that you need to be focusing on. My man Scott Jordan getting caught up in the metaverse, sneaky placements. My man Scott Jordan get caught up in the metaverse. Why he gone? Let me see how many y'all want to support with badges. We got 5 people out here, 5 badge supporters. Lex Ghost, King Brian, Timothy Nazario, Brock Lee, mixed by Toby. Where y'all at? Where y'all at with the badges today? Uh-oh. See, when you start talking too much sauce, they don't want you to say all that, Sky. They had to get my man's out of here. So he'll be back in 1 second, I'm sure. Probably just had a little connection issue. But yeah, we definitely was dropping a lot of gems. Yo, shout out to y'all for buying badges. Shine Too Shy, Mixer Studios for sure. Um, I want to keep doing stuff like this. I want to keep doing stuff like this. Let me bring my man Sky Jordan back on. Yes, sir.
I see, bro. I see they got me up out of here.
Yeah. You seen they got you out of here, man. You was talking too much high level talk. Shout out to all the blue checks in the building. I see y'all in the
Yeah.
comment. So what what would you say is like three things that you learned about branding yourself as you grew coming up, right now, as you coming up.
Far like the way, honestly, like what you low key, like what you wear on camera. That's like one of the things with the brand, right?
Mm,
Like all my videos, I have a hoodie on. So now if people want to see me merch, they know what's up. They like send the hoodie, send them hoodie, send them hoodie. You gonna wear the hoodie?
yeah.
Or it's like, or if I want to sell hoodies, that leads to me selling hoodies because it's like I know what to buy, look for in hoodies, the quality. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the
Okay.
style of editing the video, the thumbnail,
Yes.
that goes to the brand because it's like you can look at a thumbnail and be like, that's a Wavy Wayne thumbnail. That's a Scott Jordan thumbnail. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's you know what I'm saying. That's part of
I
branding
like that
image.
thumbnail you whipped up for us for this live, man. I was like, oh, my man Cole with it.
Still trying to get better, man. I try to get better at Photoshop every day, man.
This is you use Photoshop? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
you see it, but y'all make sure y'all picking up on that too, because you gotta have these alternative skills, right? You gotta have a plethora of skills in your bag.
yeah, you got to wear. That's like wearing many hats. It's like I think even if I get to the point where I can hire somebody to do that, I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna be like I just gotta have it a certain like I just know the certain way I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, it is, man. I feel the same way. I feel the same way, man. I have people around me that help me and stuff, and then they be like, "Yo, damn, you gonna let me do it or not?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Because you got that vision, man. When you're creative, you got a vision, and you know you kind of want to just be hands on with everything, but you know
Yeah.
that you can't all the time for sure.
And I think another thing with branding is basically like, I think the style of edit, maybe you could say, or the like just the video quality within itself.
Yes.
Because I know, like, let's see, your like, what would you say? Do you over edit your videos, or you just kind of like do the bare minimum?
Um, it depends. Most of the time, I do the minimum.
Mhm. I'm
Over
just
edit.
asking.
I'm in the back saying I over edit. No, yeah, I do like what I like, but I mean, my videos most of the time they simple, right? The concept is simple. It's like a shot of me, and then the screenshot. So I
Mhm.
do like to try to keep it interesting. And when I was first starting out, I would do more like all these different transitions and all this stuff. But nowadays, I'm like, look, just get to the point. That's how I am because when I'm looking for thumbnail awards coming soon, I like that. When I'm looking for when I'm searching YouTube and I'm looking for content, something to help me out real quick, I want something that just gets to the point. Right? I'm like, I like the 1 minute videos and the 2 minute videos, but a lot of what you're saying is true. Wavy got the jokes, yes. So that's something that I in my videos, like you say you wear the hoodie all the time, right? That's part of your brand. My brand, I'm like, hey man, I started doing that in the video. So,
Hey,
it's kind of
somebody,
like a
somebody
thing
gonna
when
make
you
a
hear that.
compilation of that shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get somebody to do that shit, man. You gonna have to post it though.
Oh, for sure. I'm on chop up all the A man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be tight. Somebody, I think we got a couple questions in here. I also do graphic design. Da 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 da. Da. Naturally, as engineers and producers, we're nerds, so we got to create for sure. Um, yeah, if y'all got any questions for either me or Scott, please drop them off in the chat. Let us know, or they got the question box for sure. Shout out to all the bad supporters. Y'all coming through showing love.
how can
If
I
y'all
ask?
want us to do this more often, let us know. Let us know with the badges. Let us know with the badge. How can I add my beat in my mobile? FL.
I got a video on it. DM me. I got you. I send you a link.
Yeah, make anybody on here who ain't subscribed to Sky Jordan and follow him already, please make sure y'all go do that. Go to his YouTube channel. He got all kind of sauce for artists, for engineers. And he heavy on the mobile recording. So if you into mobile recording on your iPad, your iPhone, Sky Jordan is somebody that you definitely need to be tapped into.
I see a good question. Appreciate that. I see a good question. Then
Go
somebody
ahead.
say something about how to stay motivated. I can't really go back on the chat, but I think you can.
Let me see. How do y'all stay motivated to be so consistent and productive? Ha! You want to take this first, Sky?
Yeah, let me see. The thing that motivates me, man, is knowing that people like look to me for like inspiration, right? So it's like now I'm feeling like I can't let people down. So it's like I gotta be able to provide what they expect from me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep
Yeah,
leveling up because it's like some people be like, yo, I got into music because of you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be rapping or where I'm at right now if it wasn't for you. Because somebody hit me and was like, I started rapping last year off my phone. Now I'm in studio sessions with 21 Savage engineer.
lit.
You know what I'm
No,
saying? These people, I see people like getting deals and stuff. Cause they be like, yo, I learned how to record, make songs, structure this, do whatever. Now I put out music, people fucking with me. Now I got a deal. I'm like, that's crazy. So let me keep doing. So let me keep doing more
yeah,
to like inspire people to chase their dreams. Like, yo, like if you only got a phone to record, you only got $200, you can build a studio, you can record until you can level up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how I look at it. Like me personally, is like because I know people like look up or just whatever they get from me is like that what keeps me going.
yes. I love that, man. And you know what? I said that to myself, and I might have said it out loud too when I got my 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
I did see it as accomplishment, but I also saw it for the responsibility that it is, right?
Hmm.
because the 100,000 people, they didn't subscribe to me necessarily. You don't subscribe to somebody based on what they did. Your subscription is you looking toward the future of what that person is going to do, right? So if I already like one of your videos, ain't no need for me to subscribe. But if I'm wanting to get more from you in the future, now I subscribe. So now I got over 200,000 people who have
Yeah,
subscribed to me and they waiting on something, right? So
yeah,
like you were saying like that, it's heavy to know that yes, you are creating an impact. And I got a responsibility now to 200,000 people who like, yo, Wavy, what's next? Let me know the next step, man.
like for real, because like they looking you for to guide them. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like it's crazy because it's like you got influence now. So now
Mhm.
you kind of like a rapper, you kind of like a celebrity, whatever. Now you got this role that like okay, if you come out and be like this plugin company is trash, you got enough stuff built up with these people, they're gonna take your word for it
Yeah.
and they're gonna say it's trash. So you
You
gotta be
can change the
careful.
market.
Yeah, like you gotta be careful what you say about certain things. You gotta think
Yeah.
twice before you reply or don't reply. It's like you got a lot of people trying to get your attention. It's like you gotta manage a lot of like you just got a lot of stuff to manage. So it's like
Yeah.
it's just extra stuff. But it's like everybody can't really handle it. But it's like the people that can figure out a way to handle everything, they're the ones that kind of can make everything work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people recognize leaders and people follow people that got like leadership qualities or whatever like that. But it's like that's just at the end of the day, like that's what it comes down to.
No, that's real talk. Lydia here, she say I think y'all should talk about how to stay motivated when you don't have an audience yet, because that's the hard part. Um, I agree. Let me see. So when you don't have an audience, how do you stay motivated? That's a good question. I guess for me, the motivation when you don't got an audience is just
Yeah,
it's kind of the same, even if it's just one person, right?
yeah,
It don't have to be 200,000 people telling you, yo, this is dope. If
mm,
it's one person that said, you know what, I learned something from the video that you put out, to me, that's enough for me to put another video out, right? And
mm,
also the passion just got to be there from the jump. It
yeah,
just has to be a passion for sharing, a passion for what you're talking about. It just got to be there, because it's gonna be times when it's hard, when
yeah,
ain't nobody watching your videos. You gonna put videos out and you get 3, 4 views on it, and you like, man, what the hell am I doing this for?
yeah,
Until you read that one comment and they say, you know what, this video, yeah, it's 5 views on it, but you got one comment that say, you know what, this video was exactly what I needed, and you know what, that's enough for me to make another video.
yeah.
That'd
Like
be enough.
one, cause like me personally, bro, I still make content. Like I got 10 subscribers, bro.
Yeah,
Like I just look at it like that. I'm like, I just make content because I just love to create. So it's like when I first started, I was like, I never expected or just paid attention to like who's gonna watch. I was like,
yeah.
let me just put enough out. Let me just keep putting content out. I'm gonna learn how to make content. I'm gonna learn how to do it. Like it might be days where I don't even feel like shooting. Even with artists, like if you don't feel like recording, just record anyway. It might be a bad song. You don't have to drop it. I can record 10 bad videos. I don't have to put them out. I can get out the rut. I can just keep doing whatever. But it's like staying
I'm putting
motivated is
everything out.
basically like
I
it's
said, I'm
just a
putting
mindset.
everything out, man. I don't know about that. I don't care if a bad video, put it out. Somebody's gonna like it.
That boy said everything.
Everything must go. Indeed, cater to the people who do support instead of worrying about the ones that don't. That's a fact, man. And I another thing I just want to say, like with this branding stuff, like you were saying, like once you reach a certain level, yes, you get like these brands looking at you, and you can your words, your opinion can really sway the market. You can influence people to buy stuff. You can influence people to like certain brands or not do certain techniques, right? You can do that with the power of influence. And
Yeah,
for me, it's my opinion. Anytime I get on and I talk about something, it's always going to be 100% genuine, because one thing I know is that even if I'm getting a check from a company, that company didn't make me, right? And
yeah,
I'm not beholden to them. The reason that they do want to work with me is because of what I've done already, and that's because of the people, right? The people are the people are the ones that really support me, right? The people that watch my videos every day, the people that share the stuff every day. And so that's who I'm here for, right? So I'm gonna keep making. So I say that a plug-in is trash. Don't buy this microphone. That company is whack. And I don't care. Like, look, man, they don't gotta. You don't gotta work with me because those are my people. I'm here for the people. I ain't here for
Yeah,
these companies, man.
the people, man. It's the people, bro. Cause we can't do nothing without the people. You know what I'm
We,
saying? And it's
exactly.
like we need them. They need like they don't need us, but they want us. You feel me? So it's like it's always,
Yeah.
it's just up to us to make sure we just do the best we can, just be ourselves and be genuine, and just basically leveling up and helping them level up and accomplish their dreams. Because like a lot of people want to chase their dreams, but they just need to see somebody accomplish some of theirs to be like, okay, we can do it.
Yo, I know that. I know that's a fact, man. Seeing representation in the field that you want to be in is super huge, right? And I say that about rappers all the time. Like that's why I be like, yo, that's why so many popping rappers from New York is because it was a popping rapper on their block. They knew they seen young homie down the block blow up, and then dude next door blow up, right? If you from a small town, USA, it's hard for you to visualize the success because you ain't
Yeah,
seen it on your block. You ain't seen it.
just like I
So
said one time.
yeah, once you get on and you see, cats like me and you doing what we love to do and taking it to the next level and putting foot on next, you're like, you know what? They kind of look like it kind of look like me, man. He light skinned, got dreads. I think I can do this too.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, people be thinking like that though. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like somehow you become role models. You feel me? But it's like we just got to keep doing what we do.
Word up, man. My man's let me see. Mixed by Toby had a question over in the chat. He said, I want a good reverb, can't afford Valhalla right now. What's next up? Man, for me, my answer to that is just gonna use the stock reverb.
Pro
Man,
Tools.
yeah, man, use the Pro Tools, whatever DAW you in, use the stock reverb. It's
But if you want
cool.
to buy one, I think if you want to buy one, he get the purple one from Waves. That's a cool one.
Okay. Look, the D-Verb worked for me. You can put an EQ before that joint, throw some type of saturation after it, and change the whole sound of that reverb up. And maybe even put a reverb into a reverb, right? That's some Wavy Seals Elite type flow right there, where you got a reverb and then you put another reverb right after it. So you got reverb cascading into each other with two different settings on it. Now you making a whole nother sound. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's very
You can
different. Play with
definitely
it.
get creative. Let me see what other kind of questions we got. It's either I hate the stock or I don't know how to use it. My man Brock Lee say I surround myself around winners. It's just a matter of time before I win. That's a fact. That's a fact. And somebody made a great point on social media, right? Because you know how they always say like you the sum of the five people you spend most of your time with, right?
Mhm.
And but nowadays for us, most of us we spending more time on our Instagrams and on YouTube than we spend with actual real people. So
Yeah,
like you're gonna be the sum of the people that you following.
yeah,
That's what the people that's on your timeline that you see all day, whatever they talking about, that's what's gonna be in your head. So, that's a make sure you following the right pages, make sure you subscribe to the right people because that's who your influences are right now.
yeah. That's facts right there, for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, if you just following twerk videos, then shoot, you might be the next twerker. You might be the next twerker, me. Oh man.
Man, crazy man.
Follow wisely. Valhalla Vintage Reverb is dope. Everybody keep talking about that damn reverb. I'm about to buy it today. Forget y'all.
Man, they crazy man.
As a matter of fact, I'm about to email Valhalla and see if they want to send it to me so I can do a review. Uh.
Man, they gonna send it, man.
You know what? Send me a code, my God. Let me try this out on my next mix. Shout out to everybody that's buying badges, yo. Y'all got any questions for Scott Jordan? or Wavy Wayne, let us know. We got another one out here. Shout out to you and Sky. I'm a producer, but I learned how to record from y'all. Help me get a lot more placements. Yo, send that check.
That
Send that check, man. Buy a badge.
boy said the check, man. He gonna send it. I'm telling you though, whenever we can put something together, bro, to link these engineers with the rappers, we're gonna change. We're gonna change something for real, for
Yeah.
real.
You word up, man. Let's definitely let's jump back on here again sometime soon in the future, man, and and get it going, man. I got a meeting I gotta get to right now.
All right, bro, handle that, man. I'll be in touch.
No doubt, fam. Yo, I appreciate everybody coming through. Scott Jordan, I appreciate you too, man. Y'all be dope. I'm gonna
Appreciate
post
the
this
better
up on
time, bro.
YouTube too for everybody that wants to go watch the whole thing.
All right, bro, be easy, man.
Yeah, sir.
All right.